James Mwangi, Equity Group Chief Executive, needs no introduction in Kenya. I mean, he's credited with transforming the banking sector and growing Equity Bank from a building society into one of the 5 largest commercial banks in Kenya. Last Thursday, he added another feather to his cap. He is this year's Forbes Africa Person of the Year. He is our focus on tonight's Money and Power.
Money and Power, in association with Johnny Walker.
It's more memorable than the biggest parties the circuit can throw. You can't buy it, you can never guarantee it.
James Mwangi, Equity Bank Group Chief Executive, beat a competition from renowned persons in the continent to be fitted as the Forbes Africa Person of the Year 2012.
Aliko Dangote is the richest man in Africa.
Some of the people who are in contention with him were Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man, Tony Elumelu, founder and chairman of Heirs Holdings, Joyce Banda, the president of Malawi, and Stephen Saad, co-founder of the Aspen Pharmacare.
It's a very humbling experience to be named the Forbes Person of the Year. I believe, like was likely said, this was a nomination that we felt any of the people who had been nominated could win.
Mwangi has played a critical role in transforming Kenya's banking industry, especially bringing into the mainstream the previously unbanked. To date, Equity is considered a market leader not only in Kenya, but across the East African region, thus putting him in a category of his own.
We may be the generation that is lucky to go into history as a generation that transformed Africa. And there is no better way of inspiring hope, inspiring people of the possibilities than sharing stories of what is happening in the continent, and particularly bringing us all together.
Under his leadership, Equity Bank today enjoys a hold of majority of Kenya's bank accounts, estimated at well over 7 million. Additionally, the bank has been credited with tailor-making loan facilities targeted at the low-income generators of the society. In a previous interview with KTN's Money and Power, James Mwangi attributed the success of the bank to thinking outside the box.
We believed and felt that if we did the things the ordinary way that they have been done, we would only have ordinary results. And that would not have helped our people. So we felt we needed to do things differently. And the only way to do things differently was to innovate, was to be creative.
A Bachelor's of Commerce degree holder and a certified public accountant, James Mwangi also holds 3 honorary degrees for his contribution to the Kenyan society. But with these achievements to his name, so have become global titles and recognitions, putting him in the international leagues of who is who in the world. In 2009 and 2010, James Mwangi was fitted as the African Banker of the Year. In the period, he was also named a top 50 global emerging business leader. Earlier this year, James Mwangi was named Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Locally, he is the chairman of the Kenya's Vision 2030 board, as well as a member of the board of the African Leadership Academy based in South Africa. With all these accolades to his name, what actually pushes this man that is today considered the driver of the Kenyan banking industry?
The bigger you dream, it appears the bigger the possibility of the impact you would have in life.
And it is this that he has always said he wants to be remembered for.